All right, Coach, you pick up a 71-55 victory over Newberry, and a very interesting game from your standpoint. You don't shoot the basketball very well, but when you needed it, you got it. You get 13 straight there to start the fourth quarter. What do you see from your unit to start that fourth quarter? Because Newberry basically went 6 minutes without scoring.
Yeah, we had debated about the press or not the press. Obviously, we went with the whole third quarter, trying to limit their two best players, which is Essex and Britton, and we did a really good job defensively on them in the second half, but it was also affecting our offensive end. We just didn't have any energy. There wasn't a flow to anything. Everything was about on the defensive end and getting stops, which, again, it was okay. Coach Berstrom kept staying in my ear about when you get in the press, and so came out in the fourth quarter, and it was a little bit dicey to do because it was going to allow them to potentially get loose on the other end, but instead our guys really picked up their energy. They played well, picked up some steals, got some stuff in transition, and so there for a moment it looked like the Carson-Newman basketball of old, and that I think we went from up whatever to boom, it was like a 14-point lead, and they got that cushion pretty early in the fourth quarter.
We talked about needing to take advantage of turnovers. Well, you did. You forced 25. You get 29 points off of giveaways. What were you able to do not only to frustrate their overall game, but Reagan McCarty held well below her season average. Shelby Britton basically half of her season average. What were you able to do to frustrate those players?
Well, we tried to shadow Britton for one. She got 9 points there in the first half. Essex had 15. That was the two. You got McCarty. Obviously, they've got some talented players, but sometimes you got to cut the head off the snake. And we knew if we wanted to have a chance, we couldn't allow Essex to continue to go and score and score and score. We couldn't allow Britton to get in there and get hot and score. And so I think that was just kind of the thing, is that we wanted to make sure that we didn't let their best players get going. And it is a three-headed monster. Those guys get to take the lion's share of the shots, and so we just wanted to make sure that we did a good job on them defensively. We got to figure out our shooting woes and our GM. I mean, shooting 33% is just not going to cut it as we continue to go. But this is a good win. I mean, I'm all about getting dubs right now, no matter if it's ugly or we score 90 or we score 60. And this was a team that was ranked ahead of us in the region. They ranked ahead of us in a national poll. They ranked ahead of us in our own conference. Good win.
You look at from your side of the spectrum, you get 4 players in double figures, as you would expect. But as we kind of talked about the other night, if you can just get something from somebody else. Weichel hits a couple threes. Kelsey hits a couple threes. Right. What did you think how your bench responded today?
Well, the bench responded really well at Tusculum. And we need them to respond well because that was a game of fatigue and it was up and down the floor. Very proud of how the bench played. We come into this game, I've got confidence to be able to go to the bench and put people in. And they came in again tonight. And I think on the plus minus that they were some of those bench players were better than even some of our starters. So it's always good when you can pull somebody off the bench and they're going to come in fresh and they're going to give you positive stuff. And I thought they did. And I could go down to, the line. You talk about those two guys from a scoring perspective. But I thought, again, Chandler came in, didn't score, but she was really physical with Essex, created some steals, created some deflections and that kind of thing. And, you got to have that. You don't everybody on the floor doesn't have to score, but you can be productive doing other things other than scoring. And I thought Chandler did that tonight.
Now you get a week off before you get to Wingate. What's the message for your group here over the next 7 days?
Obviously we can't get rusty, but at the same time, it's a week that we have in a really crucial stretch for us that we can rest and get healthy, work on some things that we need to improve upon. And of course, it gives us an entire week to kind of prepare for a really big game with Wingate next Saturday. So be a good week for us. I like playing Wednesday, Saturday. I don't like having the day off, but we need to use it to our advantage and get Tank healthy. She's healthy. She went back in the game, finished out with a double-double. So we're good to go. We'll just try to stay healthy, get healthier as we go through the week.